weird because I'm filming this video on YouTube for YouTube, and is YouTube social media? Maybe I should rename this I've given up social networking. Anyway, let's get into the video. I have given up social media. I've given up Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Snapchat, and I've decided to give it up for a whole month just to see how I get on and document my journey on here. So I bet you're all wondering why. Well, it was a decision made at 6 p.m. of an evening after a day of just staring at my laptop, watching YouTube, which I'm still continuing to watch, by the way. I'm still watching Netflix and YouTube, everything else is gone. Scrolling on my phone, checking, constantly. The problem with things like Facebook, Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram, actually, they're all constantly updating. What I mean by that is there's constantly new posts, new things, and you feel like you have to check in every so often, every hour or so, just to make sure that you've gone back down to the last post you've seen and then work your way up again. And that is a realisation that I've always known. I've always known that I've been part of that addiction, I guess. I think social media is an addiction for a lot of people because it's part of our daily routine. So we brush our teeth twice a day, we go on social media 15 billion times a day. And actually I made this decision specifically after watching a documentary about this group of teenagers in America. I'll try and link it below, I have forgotten the name. And they gave up, they did it a lot more in depth than I'm doing. So they gave up like their clothes, their possessions, they limited their space in their apartments, they cornered bits off so they lived in a smaller area. And they also gave up social media for a month, and the impact it made on them was actually quite scary. It was that big of a difference because one of the girls said she started, pursuing her passions, what she was interested in. And that seemed crazy to me, and I was like, well, I'm always pursuing my passions, but then I'm like, am I though? Because would I rather go for a run and train for a half marathon, or would I rather stay in bed where it's really warm and cozy and browse Instagram? Because that seems to me like a passion, because that's all I ever do. So as I was saying, these people really saw the difference. Their friendship as a group was getting better, their relationship with other people outside of the group was getting better. They were starting to live their lives outside of this bubble that is social media. So I made like a list of things that I sort of get from social media, because there must be a reason that I'm on it constantly. It can't just be a habit, there must be something I'm getting out of it. So I put mind numbing, and I guess as a sort of anxious person, looking on Instagram and just sort of losing myself for a minute is great for me, because I just relax and scroll, and it's easy, and I'm on my own and it's quiet, and yeah. Also I put entertainment, so boredom relief. If I'm bored, waiting for a bus, waiting for a train, waiting for Johnny to come and meet me, social media. It's boredom relief. Also, a big factor of this, and one of the main reasons I've decided to give up social media, is the intrigue and I suppose the nosiness. Is that a word? I'm not sure, we're making it a word today. I'm so wrapped up in everyone else's lives. I'm keeping up with who's going out with who, who's lost weight this week, what people are eating for breakfast, and actually, is that all really that important to my life and benefiting me as a human? Probably not. If anything, it makes me feel a bit shit that someone's been to the gym and worked out for an hour and I've eaten my bowl of Cocoa Pops and a cup of tea and a few Kit Kat Chunkies. Like that's not helping me, that's not pushing me forward and motivating me. It's making me feel crap about myself. And likewise, I feel like I'd say they're the things I'm getting out of it, but when you think about what I'm getting out of it, none of them are productive, none of them are pushing me to move forward as a person and better myself. Also, obviously, staying in touch with friends, but I'll come back to that in a minute. One of the main reasons I decided to jump on this give up social media for a month bandwagon is because I genuinely believe I'm wasting my life. I'm not living in the moment. And this actually became clear to me sort of 3 days in, when it was my 20th birthday, and I had a lovely day, it was amazing. But I was like looking back over the past few years and thinking, I Instagrammed a lot of my birthdays, and I remember like my mum would lay the table out nicely, and before I'd even sit down or even give my mum and dad a hug, I'd take a picture of the table. If we went out for breakfast, I'd take a picture of the breakfast. No one can eat until I've taken a picture of the damn breakfast. And it just seemed a bit crazy to me that I was so concerned about getting the right angle, taking a picture, editing it as they were all talking, you know, around me having conversation. And I felt so incredibly out of the loop. So one thing I noticed this birthday was I just lived every single second presently, not via a screen, not via a photo, and I really enjoyed it. I spent the day talking to family. Me and my dad took my dog for a walk in the quarry, and I didn't even get my phone out once to either browse or to take a photo to, you know, add to the circle of shit that's on the internet. And I really wanted to, I don't know, become more mindful. So if I'm walking in the quarry, enjoy like the surroundings, breathe in the fresh air, like look at all the things around me, take it in. And I felt like I wasn't doing that before. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that everyone who has a social media account doesn't do these things. Some people have the really good balance of enjoying the day and documenting it, but you know, that balance is healthy. However, I know for me personally it wasn't healthy. I was just constantly on my phone or the laptop, I suppose. So I wanted to document this on YouTube because I think it'd be interesting to see how I get on. I suppose it's been about 5 days since I started this journey, and so far I'm loving it. And I really want to use this time to pursue passions, as I said earlier. Like, I really want to give myself this month as an experiment to see what I can achieve when I'm not connected to the world. So I want to focus more on running. I do run regardless of social media, but I don't know, because my evenings seem to be a lot more free now, which again is ridiculous because I was wasting my evenings. I want to run more. I want to read more as well. I've really been enjoying reading again, which is amazing. Also, spending more time with family. As I said, in the past 5 days, that's increased dramatically. Just also simplify my life, you know, get up, live my day, see people, say hello, enjoy the world, and I think that'll be good for my mindset as well. Also, working on friendships and relationships. Now, it's really interesting when you don't belong on social media who actually reaches out past that and calls you or visits you or texts you or wishes you a happy birthday by some other means, because a lot of people who I thought would contact me didn't, and whether they contacted me online I won't know, but that's interesting because I did put a post online saying I wouldn't be online, so that showed a lot to me. Who, I don't want to say who cares because not everyone has my number, but the people who make the effort to push past social media. Because let's say I deleted everything tomorrow, or I had a power cut, or my internet went down, would I not hear from anyone for days? That is a scary thought, but also it's exciting because this experiment has really increased my joy and love for texting and calls. So I don't have FaceTime because Johnny's got a different phone, doesn't have FaceTime, and obviously we used to call each other over Facebook, like FaceTime. We don't do that anymore because I've deleted Facebook and his phone isn't capable of it. So we now call more, like over the phone, we have a conversation, texting as well. I'm really enjoying texting people. So yeah, that's what I've really learned so far in this experiment. I'll probably update you at the end of the month. But yeah, I'd love to know down below if you've ever considered deleting social media for a month, or your experience with social media. Is it different to mine? Like, are you using it better than I am? If so, please let me know. Because obviously it's an experiment and I really want to know how you get on and how you sort of live day to day. So yeah, I feel like this video was really rambly. I didn't really have a structure for it. I just wanted to talk to the camera about what I've been doing and my experience of no social networking so far. And as I said, as of yet, I'm loving it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!